Okay, well, I don't know how well this is going to record, but here I am at, I'm 27 weeks and 4 days. Ta-da! There she is. Yep, it's a girl. We found out a couple of weeks ago. I feel as big as a house. I seem like I get bigger every day. And it's funny because with Tiffany, I was huge too. So here I am, all baby bumped out. Wow, that's a nice close-up, ain't it? So let me sit down and see where we're at. Oops. So hello, it is Sunday. And I'm sorry, my webcam is on my laptop, so of course it's going to bounce around here for a minute till I get it adjusted. But is that good? It's hard for me to see. Okay. So yeah, I'm 27 weeks and 4 days. I feel good. I feel really good. We had ultrasound done on the 21st. Pardon me. On the 21st, and decided that it's a girl, and I've named her Hope, and she's very active, and the pregnancy is going really well, and I'm feeling much better. The depression, the issues are still existent, you know, I'm still working through those, but it's just gotten better. I'm not, I think it's reality is altering. I mean, I've only got 10 weeks left, and so, you know, my focus is shifting now on getting baby here, and the fact that she's gonna be here soon. 10 weeks is not a long time. 9 months is a good long time, but 10 weeks is not. And I was talking to my best friend the other night, and I told him, I said, you know, when I was pregnant with Tiffany, I was 21, and when I had her, and I remember that everything that I read then, and all of my thoughts and everything were focused on this baby. I just wanted my baby. I didn't really pay too awful much attention to the pregnancy part of it, and it just seemed to go on forever, and all I wanted was to get to the part where I had my baby. And this time, because, you know, my baby is now 18 with her own baby, I understand just how fast this will all go, and I've paid more attention to the pregnancy and kind of tried to enjoy that more, and everything that I read now, I don't read anything about having a kid or raising a kid because I got that part. Everything I read now is all the what's happening, you know, day by day and week by week with the pregnancy, and just trying to enjoy the pregnancy part of this journey this time more than I did last time. Not that I didn't the last time, my perspective was different. And I am in a hurry to have the baby in one sense. I mean, it'll be nice to be able to hold her and see her and all of that and get on with the raising of her, but I also know how quick it's going to go and how cruel time can be. So it's okay that the pregnancy drags on, if that's what it does, and it's really not. The fact is that, you know, I'm 27 and a half, I'm down to 10 weeks, and it's already flown by. So but I had my gestational diabetes test done, and no problems there. My blood pressure has not increased in the slightest through the pregnancy. It's been a very normal, very healthy pregnancy. The weight gain is fine. I really just don't focus on the weight right now. Well, okay. I try really hard not to focus on the weight right now. I have my moments, I have my days. I feel big and awkward, and, you know, you can't help but notice those things, but it doesn't seem to upset me nearly as much. Oh, and then as far as having the band filled after the pregnancy, they want you to wait 6 weeks. I was in at my surgeon's office, and they don't want to fill you until you're 6 weeks post-delivery. And that's great, but they also don't want to fill you if you're going to nurse. And technically I will be. I'll be pumping and feeding. And so since I don't really eat enough to sustain anybody besides me when my restriction is at optimum, it's likely that the milk that I would produce would not be sufficient, and I would eventually I would dry up pretty quickly. So my intention is to go 12 weeks and pump and feed those 12 weeks and pump and freeze what I can to get through maybe the next few weeks, introduce some formula after about 6 weeks, and I don't intend to nurse for a year or anything like that. And there's a number of reasons, none of which I feel the need to justify. Tiffany was never, she was always formula fed. At that age, there were all kinds of reasons I didn't want to nurse, none of them good. They all kind of surrounded around the fact that I was a smoker and a partier and this, that, and the other. With this one, it's going to be imperative that I get that band back and get back on that track for my health, so that in turn I'm healthy for this baby. So I do have some intentions of doing that, and giving her those first few months of pump and feed, and gradually getting her into the formula and stuff like that, and that'll work fine for us. It'll work for us. It may not be ideal for you, and I accept that. But where I'm getting now, where I'm starting to get a little nesty and wanting to get things done. The nursery isn't anywhere near being done, but that's okay because baby will be with me for a couple of months anyway. But it's getting to, we're getting started on it, getting started working on it. What else? I'll probably have 1 or 2 more ultrasounds before the pregnancy's over. I see the doctor next Monday, and we'll schedule the next ultrasound just to watch size and stuff. At the last ultrasound, she told me my fluid was perfect, baby looked good. She moves all the time. They gave me that little thing to monitor baby's movements and stuff like that, and it's not necessary. They want you to make sure you're getting 4 in an hour or something like that. I get 4 in about 4 minutes. She's just very active, and she's very much on a schedule. I know when she's awake, when she's going to be awake, and when she's resting and stuff. And there's certain people that when I'm with them and we're talking, their voice, it gets her. So that's been interesting, and I've been having a lot of fun because she's getting big enough now that when she moves and kicks, you know, my stomach bounces and I see little protrusions and stuff. So I'm constantly poking back at her and talking to her. And I am tired. That is probably, it's not a complaint at all, but that's probably the biggest effect that I'm having of the pregnancy, is that I'm way more tired than normal. I'm good until about mid-afternoon, sometime between 3 and 4. And by then, I'm just done. I'm done for the day. I'm amazed that I was ever able to carry around 500 plus pounds, and really the truth is I wasn't, okay? But it floors me every time I get up off the couch and walk somewhere that, oh my God, I used to do this, 300 pounds heavier. It's scary because I feel very heavy. I feel very awkward, which is, like I said, all normal parts of pregnancy. But it's the tired. I'm just exhausted, and not being able to, like I was talking to Tiffany this morning, not being able to get down and wipe out the floor of my shower and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I can't do that anymore. Bending over and picking up my granddaughter off the floor when she's playing on her little mat on the floor. Oh, that's about over. I can't hardly do that. But that's all normal stuff. But it's stuff that I notice. It's definitely stuff that I notice. The grandbaby is awesome. Oh, I am so desperately in love with that little one. She's really wonderful, and the kids are doing good, and she's growing like a weed, and she's the joy of my life. And I get to have her 4 days a week while the kids work, and get to have her for several hours during those days and play with her and watch her. And she's just been a lot of fun. So Everything's good. Everything's really, really okay. It's starting to feel more stressful just because we're down to the last 10 weeks, but that I think is to be expected, and it's a little nerve-wracking to be doing this again and thinking about it's only 10 weeks. But I feel good. I'm healthy and the baby's healthy, and that's really the best that I could hope for. So it's all good, right? Anyway, I'm out of time, and I just wanted to pop in and say hi and let you all know that it's all good and that she's a girl. And I will talk to you all again very soon. I hope you guys are all experiencing great success and your journeys are continuing down a very positive path. And I'll try and get caught up with some of you here in this next couple of weeks. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.